right, thanks, guys. The Hanwha Eagles take on the Kia Tigers, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. The Tigers are the $1.65 favorite, totals 8.5, juice to the over. The Eagles are plus $1.25, and if you like Hanwha to keep it close, they're minus 160, catching the 1.5 on the run line. We went 4-0 yesterday in all of our premium picks on patreon.com/BrockPage, and of course, that was 4-0 in all of our picks on Tuesday. And of course, that's a website where I sell really great sports picks. And they're beginning at just $1.99. And there's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And one of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier membership. It's just $2.99 to sign up. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And in that Extra Daily Pick membership, I'm 22-9 in my last 31 picks following Tuesday's sports wagering action. And that's good for 71% during that stretch. If you want some more information on how you can get in on the action, or if you just want to, maybe browse the website a little bit, check out my current record, it's located right on the homepage. And the link for that website is in the description section below. That's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Hanwha blew a 3-run lead in the ninth to lose 4-3 earlier this morning. I saw that on ESPN. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, and they are in last place in the 10-team KBO. Their 12-37 record is good for a win percentage of just .245. Puts them a staggering 25 games under 500. Hanwha's dropped 11 out of their last 12 series. They are taking on a Kia squad who's won 2 out of their last 4 themselves, including an 8-6 victory over the second-place KBO Heroes. Kia's just a few games behind the LG Twins for 4th place in the standings. And when it comes to the total in this one, 6 out of the Tigers' last 10 got over the total of 8.5 runs. Meanwhile, on the Hanwha side, they saw 4 out of their last 5 get over that number themselves. 6 out of Hanwha's last 8 also got over that number. Give me the Kia Tigers minus 1.5 and the over 8.5 in that contest. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the Just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Thursday's sports wagering action, but before we dive into some more of that, I just have to quickly remind you that after Tuesday's sports wagering action, we went a perfect 4-0 in all of our premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where, once again, I sell really good sports pick subscriptions, beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And one of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. Now, it's only $2.99 through the end of the month, and I'm currently hitting at 22-9 in my last 31 picks in that membership. That's good for 71% during that span. I strongly consider you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on, and once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Doosan Bears squaring off against the KBO Heroes, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. Bears are the $1.20 favorite, totals 11.5. And if you'd like the Heroes to get the job done, they are the minus 110 underdog. They're also minus $1.75, catching the 1.5. Now, KBO's been victorious in 3 out of their last 4, and that does include an 11-2 win over this very Doosan team in Game 1 of the series. They gave up just 2 total runs in their last 3 victories as well. KBO's currently in second place in the KBO with a win percentage of .620. They're currently 12 games over 500 and have won their last 5 consecutive series. They are taking on a Doosan team who, despite beating the Heroes earlier this morning, they still have lost 2 out of their last 3, and that includes a 5-0 shutout loss to the NC Dinos. Weren't even competitive in that one. Doosan also dropped 4 out of their last 6 as well, and that includes a humiliating 7-zip shutout loss to the 9th place Wyverns. Doosan's given up 6.7 runs per contest on average in their last 6 games. Now, total-wise, Doosan's last 2 straight got over the total of 11.5 runs. 5 out of their last 7 also got over that number. 4 out of Kaiwoom's last 6 got over the 11.5 themselves. Give me the Kaiwoom Heroes winning this one outright and the over 11.5 in that contest. Next matchup, KT Wiz versus the LG Twins, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. The Twins are $1.90, totals 9.5, and if you like the Wiz in an upset, they're plus 140 to win it and minus 150 keeping it close. The Wiz are coming off a very impressive 11-5 victory this morning over the LG Twins. They also won 3 out of their last 4, including an 8-4 victory over the Hanwha Eagles. Doubled them up in that one. KT's averaged a whopping 8.7 runs per contest in their last 6 outings. They are taking on a sputtering Twins team who's dropped 8 out of their last 11 themselves and averaged only 2.9 runs per contest in their last 10. Really struggling on the offensive side of things. The Twins have also dropped 2 out of their last 3 series. Now, scoring-wise, 4 out of the Twins' last 5 fell under the total of 9.5 runs. 6 out of their last 9 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the Wiz side of things, 2 out of their last 4 stayed under the 9.5 themselves. Meanwhile, 6 out of their last 10 also stayed under that total. Give me the KT Wiz plus 1.5 and the under 9.5 runs in that contest. All right, next matchup I have for you. It is going to be the Lotte Giants taking on the NC Dinos. 5:30 a.m. Eastern start. The Dinos are minus 133, totals 9.5, juice to the under. The Giants are catching even money to win it. And if you like Lotte to keep it close, they're minus 200, catching the 1.5. The Giants fell 6-2 earlier this morning to the NC Dinos. They also dropped 3 out of their last 5, including a 6-1 loss to the Samsung Lions. The Giants are currently in the bottom half of the standings in 7th place, 489 win percentage. They have just one more win than the 8th place KT Wiz. They are taking on a very good Dino squad who's won 2 out of their last 3 themselves, including an impressive 5-0 shutout win over the 3rd place Doosan Bears. The Dinos' 6-3 record in their last 9 is good for 67% during that short span. They also won their last 3 consecutive series and find themselves remaining in 1st place in the KBO standings as they have been all season long. The Dinos are currently 18 games above 500, and when it comes to the total in this one, the Dinos saw 4 out of their last 6 fly over the total of 9.5 runs. Meanwhile, on the Giants side of things, on the other side, they saw 2 out of their last 3 get over that number themselves. Give me the NC Dinos minus 133 and the over 9.5 in that contest. Next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be the SK Wyverns versus the Samsung Lions, 5:30 a.m. Eastern start time. The Lions are minus 180, totals 8.5. Wyverns are plus $1.40. The Wyverns lost 7-1 earlier this morning to the Lions. Really weren't competitive in that one. The Wyverns are currently on a 4-game losing streak and dropped 12 out of their last 14. Now, their 3-17 record in their last 20 is also good for just 15% during that significant sample size. The Wyverns are currently in 2nd to last place in the league and find themselves 21 games under 500. They're also just 2 games ahead of the last place Hanwha Eagles in the standings. Their win percentage right now is just .286. And on a side note, the Wyverns have successfully dropped their last 7 straight consecutive series. Now the Lions on the other side, they are on a 2-game win streak and find themselves 2 games above 500. Their 7-2 record in their last 9 is good for 78% as they beat the likes of Kia, Hanwha, and Lotte during that stretch. Samsung's given up just 3.8 runs per contest in their last 9 as well. The Lions are just 5 games behind the 2nd place Kaiwoom Heroes in the standings, believe it or not. And when it comes to the scoring in this one, Samsung's last 2 straight stayed under the total of 8.5 runs. 3 out of their last 4 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the Wyvern side, they saw their last 6 straight stay under that total themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the Samsung Lions -1.5 in the under 8.5 in that game. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some shout-outs. And we're going to start in our we're going to start with our Patreon platform. Shout out to Ryan Abernathy, Ryan Ellers, Dwight Hentz, Sandy Waguna, Lucky 2000, Derek Rossi, James Gaffrey, Jim Witt, Ben Baines, and Isaac Moskowitz. Next from our Instagram platform, shout out to Keaton Johnston, Chris Coyle, Will Slade, Nurse Iscali, Adrian East, Brody Taylor, Bubba Jonesy, Jose Bueno, Bearded Hipster, not me, and Jonathan Bowen. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Jay Boogie, SOP, LFD Striker, Matt Rodoliano, Roy Mudson, Mohammed Jama, Simon Chassard, David Arango, Thomas Kingston, Rob Joe Kim, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to my man, DJ Wavy. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Wednesday or Thursday to you. I always forget what day. I think it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you, or Thursday to you. Just have a great day. Best of luck to you. And don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.